Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addictive makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. I really enjoy eyeshadow, singles, duochromes, multichromes, palette, blush, highlighter, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter, and today we are going to be trying out the new Nomad Cosmetics and America's Parks palette. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me, we're getting into it right now. Hey guys, and so I did want to go ahead and show you the little sticker that came with the palette and the postcard that came with the palette, the outside box for the palette. As per usual, they do have like the ingredients and the different colors printed on the back of the box, which I think is pretty cool. I really like the travel theme, and I know they had, kind of in disagreement, I guess I'll say, with the general public as to what they were doing with their brand, and they've kind of pivoted to be more like nature based, which I think is cool, but they still have it more like travel themed. So these are destinations in nature, which I think is a pretty cool concept, and I think it kind of bridges those two, travel themed and nature themed concepts, very well. So this is what the palette looks like inside. Obviously I've already used mine to make this look, which I'll show you here shortly, but I did just want to say I think this palette, this color story is so pretty. I'm glad that they were able to do something more than just neutrals, because of course there are tons of neutrals that exist color wise out in nature, like hello, but I think it's great that they picked out some other colors like the blue, this kind of like silvery shade, these greens, this purple. I think those colors give it a little bit more dimension, make it a little bit more interesting, more lively of a color story to be able to use. So with that said, let's jump into how I got this look. Alright, so I think what I'm going to take first is South Rim. Gosh, these are hard to read, which is this purple shade up here. I'm going to take that first and kind of blend it into the crease. Oh, so I should say, I went ahead and primed my eyes with the Milani Eye Primer, which is pretty much what I always use. So I'm going to go in with South Rim first. And it looks to be a very like smoky kind of purple shade. Okay, and the same thing on the other side. I think this side the primer was a little bit wet because it's not blending as nicely. Alright, so I have both kind of blended out. I'm going to go in and take some of Half Dome, which is the brown shade here at the bottom, and blend that into my outer V. This brown is like the exact brown of like a melted candy bar. Like melted Snickers brown. That's what this is. And then what I'm going to do, because I did see some swatches of this palette and it looks like the shimmers are kind of a sheer formula, so I'm going to pack that kind of purple shade onto the lid first, and then we'll put down some glitter primer. Just so it's not like straight up beige underneath glitter. I guess I should say shimmer because it's not glitter. There's no glitters in this palette. Alright, let me grab my glitter primer. I'm just going to pop that onto the lid. I'm just going to pop a little glitter primer on the lid. And then we're going to put Big Bend all over the lid, which is this really pretty kind of brown with purple sparkle in it. Okay, and so there's the upper lash line. Let me go ahead and put on foundation. Let me go put on my face and then we'll come back and I'll do the lower lash line. Alright, let's finish off the lower lash line. So in the Nomad palette, I think, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to use some of the, like this shade here, and then I'm going to go up to this shade here, and then over to this shade here for the lower lash line. Okay, so it's kind of looking like that. Let me put on some liner and mascara and my face products, and then I'll be back. So this is the finished eye look, and I'm just going to use this. It's a Soul Body face and body bronzer. This is the one in light, which I think is the second lightest shade. I think there's a lighter shade ahead of this one. I definitely decided to get this because it said it smelled like pineapple and coconuts, and so it has a good smell, but I don't know if I would immediately identify it as pineapple and coconut. So I think that worked pretty well. Let's get, I'm going to try this little ColourPop quad too. This is the Extra Glazed Chic palette. Looks like that. So I'm going to try that. Let's get some blush first. So for blush, I'm just going to kind of mix all three together. Whoa boy, that's a lot of fallout. Alright, and then highlight, I'm going to go into the highlighter in here, which is called Smoke and Whistles. And this is a Super Shock, so this is probably not the easiest way to pick this up. For Super Shock highlighters, sometimes the easiest thing to do is just pick them up with your hands. Like with your fingers. Alright, and then I'm going to try to pick up just a little of that to do like inner corner highlighting. And then brow bone. Alright, let's pop on a lip gloss. This is Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss in the shade Rose and Shine. And that's from Soap and Glory. And here is the finished look. What do we think? Now I didn't put any lashes on with this look, number one, because I really don't think you need it, and number two, because I'm going to try to film another look here shortly, but I did want to really get a chance to try this palette out, and I do really like it. I think the Nomad quality is here that you've come to expect in all of their palettes. The mattes are really nice and soft. They have lots of pigment, softly pressed, so they're going to have a good amount of kick up, but they're going to have a good amount of color payoff too. I think these shimmers are kind of interesting because they have kind of a flip. So this one, while it looks kind of brown in pictures, you can see now that I've touched it, there's a little bit more of like a pinky purple, like violet shift to it. And there's almost a little bit of like an olivey, grungy green kind of a shimmery shift in there too. So I think that's a really cool addition to the palette. I'm really excited to play with the rest of these colors, but I think this look is what I had in mind when I first saw this palette release, and this is the one that I wanted to try first. I really love the purple in here. I think the brown is really complementary to that purple. I would wear this look all day. Like, I would be completely happy to wear this look all day. So you guys are going to have to let me know in a comment down below, what do you think of this look? Have you guys gotten a chance to try anything from Nomad Cosmetics? If you have, definitely leave me a note in the comment down below. What have you tried? What have you liked? What have you kind of not been such a fan of? I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!